Kia ora and welcome back to episode 7 of the True Sarcasm podcast. And for our Australian listeners, yes, 7. 7, 7, 7.
7. We're broadcasting live in Taylor's back garden because it's actually quite nice today. So,
Yes.
can you see the washing?
Yeah.
Taylor's got
See
the
the
sheets hanging out. So, always at a very high professional standard. True
Yeah.
Sarcasm.
And today's podcast episode is I want to talk about something that I discovered this week. And it's about ants.
Oh, yes. This is on the Tickety Talks, wasn't it?
This is on the Tickety Talks. I just randomly watched this video, and basically there was this girl talking about how she could smell ants.
Mhm.
And I was watching and I was like, obviously you
Yep.
can smell ants.
Yep.
And then some guy stitched it, and I believe he was some sort of doctor, researcher person, and he was like, she's part of a 20% of the population that can smell ants. And I'm sitting here going, huh? People can't smell ants?
So you're thinking
So-
that's normal, everyone can smell ants, and people who can't smell ants are going, what?
People
can smell
ants?
ants.
Yeah. And to Money Hitter,
Mm.
my partner, I would, when there's ants, kind of usually in the summer, that they kind of influx into our house. And I always go, ugh, they smell. And he always goes, ugh, they don't smell. But in my head, I thought he was like, they don't smell that bad. Not they don't smell at all.
Yes, like you do overreact on most
I
things.
tend to be slightly dramatic.
Yeah, you are. I mean,
I can be dramatic. Yeah,
I take
it's a learned
responsibility.
behaviour.
I take responsibility for that because I'm your father.
Yeah,
and it's how I raised you.
So I've always, and you can smell ants. Mum can smell ants. Ruby can smell ants. So in our family,
We're all ant smellers.
we can all smell ants.
Yeah.
So here I am thinking that it's normal to be able to smell ants, and anyway, so I found out that not everyone can.
So only 20% of people can smell them.
Yes, and it's a genetic. He was saying it's basically this little genetic thing in us that can make us smell ants, but it's a very useless trait.
Yeah, so why would you need to smell an ant? I wish I couldn't smell them.
Same. And then I did a poll on
Yeah.
social media, and I got lots of people asking questions.
Yeah.
So one of the questions is, do they always smell, or they only smell when squished?
Yeah, good. That is a fantastic question.
For me, I can smell them all the time, but they smell worse when squished.
Yeah, they do have kind of like a metallic-y.
It's a weird smell. Do you know, I
Smell?
squished an ant yesterday just so I could
Oh,
figure out
yuck.
what the smell
Did
was.
you squish an ant and sniff your finger?
I wanted to see if I could describe the smell, but it's
All for research. All right. So when you squished it and sniffed your finger, what did it smell? Was it metallic-y?
Yeah, but it's also like dirty smell. I don't even know how to explain it.
Did you taste it?
No,
Oh.
I didn't taste it. But it is. It's a very metallic-y, weird smell, and it lingers. And, when you wipe the bench and then you, like, from ants, I have to throw that out because no matter how much I rinse it and wash it, I can still smell ant on it.
Yeah, see, but you are like a bit of a bloodhound when it comes to smell, because I think you got that from your mother, because Alice can smell Ruby from downstairs and would just say, have you showered? And Ruby's like, excuse me? So she's got like a super bloodhound scent. So I think it's probably
A little bit of
stronger
that.
to you, and you're dramatic like we covered before. So by being dramatic and having a strong sense of smell, it's obviously
It's
really
worse.
bad. But
Yeah.
for somebody like me, who's quite laid back, relaxed,
Yeah.
and my smell's just normal, it's like, oh, it's a bit weird, bit funky.
Yeah, it is not a nice smell. And I also, from people, some people messaged in and said that they also could, the 20% that could smell ants. Basically, I asked them to. Most of them said it's kind of a weird metallic-y
Muddy.
smell. Muddy, but one person described it as like a rotting carcass.
Oh, it's not that bad.
So, it ranges, I guess.
I mean, I don't know how many rotting carcasses I've smelt, but I'd rather have stinky ants than a stinky rotting carcass in my kitchen. You can actually leave a little comment if you're listening on Spotify. Can you smell ants? So just a yes or a no. Just chuck a little quick comment in there so we
let
can
us
get
know.
a gauge.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, good on you.
And then I actually had someone message in, which I thought was hilarious, and they messaged in and said, I strongly to my core believe that people can't smell ants, and it's a giant inside joke that I'm not a part of.
Brilliant.
So, yeah, here I was thinking that we were normal, that we could smell ants, and turns out we're the crazy ones with a really weird trait that doesn't help us in life at all. It's actually an inconvenience.
I like to think we're special. We're the special 20%.
The 20% that can smell an ant.
You can go on the website choosesarcasm.co.nz if you want to buy some things.
Yeah.
That'll be good. Then we can keep the power on.
Yeah, and we'll print them, I was going to say right here in this garage, but we're not in the garage. We'll print them inside. Thanks so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.